Hi there, Gerri. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Allison?
I'm good, thank you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh my goodness, where do I begin? Um, I'm a wife and a mother. I have a wonderful family. I came from a large family and was the third child. I was always kind of, you put a little quarter in me and I would dance and sing and all that. I'm kind of crazy. And I haven't changed much over my lifetime. Um, I love the Lord with all my heart and just want to serve Him the best I can all the days of my life.
And so tell us what brought you to Grace and Strength.
Well, I had been a child that was always really skinny, believe it or not, and I was always kind of teased about it because I was that skinny. But I was too busy to think about food. You know, children are just something else. They're wonderful, but anyway, over the years, as I got older and had my children, of course, as a child, I didn't develop really good eating habits at all. I just barely ate, and then I'd eat candy and sweets and all that junk, and never really learned the proper eating or even wanted to. But when I got older and started putting on weight, I just all of a sudden I had a bunch of weight to get off, and I was always dieting and going up and down and trying every diet in the world. And so I got to a place, actually my husband has cancer, and it's been a hard road because I am his caregiver. I also work, and but he's a delight. He is so sweet. But at any rate, I was putting on more weight because I sat there feeling sad and sorry for myself. And the Lord just spoke to my heart because I started getting physically ill. And since there's heart trouble in my family and I ended up at the hospital a couple of times, it really spoke volumes, and I felt like I really was desperate to get rid of the weight because I knew that would help me in my health and in my spirit and my attitude and everything. So I was led by God, really. I just was looking in the internet and I wanted a Christian-based weight loss, and I just felt like I needed some help at that point in time to get on the road and get going. And so I contacted Cindy Benson, and talked to her and had a wonderful chat with her. And I decided that this is what the Lord wanted me to do. And it's been a huge blessing in my life. It's really helped me in so many ways, more than just losing weight.
Well, it sounds like Grace and Strength came into your life at just the right moment. I'm so grateful that your health is, I'm assuming, has gotten under control, and that you've no more visits to that ER. I'm really glad that you're doing so well. So, Gerri, give me some of the highs of your time with Grace and Strength.
Well, at first, I was just so excited, and I stayed excited, but it was different as I went along because one of the highlights was that I finally had a plan, and I needed a plan because if I was left to my own choices, I was not making good ones. So I felt like one of the things was it helped me to get disciplined and on a program that I could follow. And even though there was times when it wasn't as easy, the first part went pretty well. And then the Lord started dealing with some issues, which I was really grateful for, because always before you just go on a weight loss program, you lose the weight and you don't learn anything. You don't change your habits in any way. Mm-hmm. And so I saw things happening, and as the weight went off, so did a lot of the other weights that I was carrying on my shoulders. And He just revealed some of the deep root causes of why I was eating. And instead of going to Him for love and for comfort, I was going to food. And so it was such a wonderful thing one time I ate something I knew I shouldn't have eaten. And it really didn't taste good. And I thought, wow, that's cool. I like that. Because it was showing me that I really didn't want that my body was liking what was happening. And another highlight is when I went to the doctor and she saw the weight I'd lost and was so thrilled for me. And my blood pressure pills got cut in half.
Wow.
Dosage. So that's telling me something's going right.
That's wonderful. So you would say that you've learned some lessons while you've been with Grace and Strength?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And any particular, anything in particular you'd like to share?
I just think that this is such a wonderful ministry program. It's more than just a weight loss program. It is dealing with your heart issues and your soul and getting down to where it's really at, because what a privilege it is to have a Savior like we do, and to be able to walk the journey with other like-minded people who love Jesus. Has just thrilled me, and the girls that are in the group are awesome. They are so loving and caring, and I feel like I have so many new friends that support each other in prayer and really care when someone's going through something. And it's been a real privilege for me to be a part of that and to be praying along with them, and so I thank God for it every day. I really do. And I feel, he told me, he said, don't ever forget, you're just a work in progress. And Grace and Strength really is named well, because you do need grace and you do need strength. and I'm here to give it to you. And you got a lot of support along the way.
Amen. Good. That's good stuff. So what would you say to someone like yourself who is searching the internet and thinking, I really need something? What would you say to someone whose mind wasn't quite made up?
I would say that to really get serious about wanting to lose weight, and not just for vain reasons.
Yeah.
It does help. I mean, it's sure fun when you get into a smaller size and you feel like you look a lot better. But honestly, if you really want a life change, and if you really want to succeed in changing habits and allowing God to come in there, this is a wonderful group and a wonderful way to do it, because that is the focus. The focus is, are we following what Jesus wants? And are we, we all look for excuses. And I laugh because Allison says, I don't want excuses. And, and we try to tell ourselves it's reasons, but truthfully, we just are making excuses. And so the thing that I would say to them, if you really want to be successful and have your life changed, because that's what has to happen, and has to happen from the inside out. And I would say, to go for it, because for me, it was a matter of life and death. I felt like I had to get serious. Do I want to live, or do I want to die? And I want to live the best I can. I don't want to be sick when I can improve my health and have quality of life and a relationship with Jesus, that I'm listening to him and I'm growing and learning. And this group has done that, helped me.
That's awesome. Well, I think one of the things that we need to know is that your actual circumstances have not changed.
No.
Still the primary caregiver for your precious husband.
Yes.
You still are facing great difficulty, and yet somehow you're facing that difficulty with a fresh strength and fresh courage and a greater reliance on Jesus, because you're not diverting your attention and affection towards food. So well done, Gerri. I'm very proud. It's been an honor to walk with you, and thank you so much for sharing. And we'll stay tuned for more of the life of the wonderful Gerri.
Well, I just again want to thank you so much, Allison, because God has really gifted so many of you ladies, and you are such a wonderful coach, and you care so much about the people, and you're such an encourager, and you know, I just can't thank you enough for your dedication to each of us. And God bless you too, and I keep you in my prayers because you don't have it easy either. Life is life, and we all have to go through things. But I'd rather go through it with the Lord than by myself, and because I don't handle things well. But thank you.
No, I think you say it well. Life is life, and sometimes life is hard.
Yes.
And I think we've spent so long relying on things other than Jesus.
Yes.
And which doesn't make sense because Jesus is the Savior.
Yes.
Not food, not stuff.
No.
Not what we can fill our closet with, not even the latest medical treatment.
No.
So, Gerri, I've been honored to work with you. I'm going to stop recording.
Okay.
Hang on, we can chat. Let me stop recording.
Okay.